Hello. Well, I can't be Mrs. Angry all the time, and so I'm going to tell you a story about a pony. But don't worry, I'm also going to read you a poem, and even better, it's one I've written with my own fair hand. So, boy oh boy, are you lot in for a treat now. And this is the story about Patrick the pony. Such a sweetheart that he was elected mayor of the village of Cockington in Devon. Why the long face, says the Telegraph. Don't worry, I'm going to get to the poem soon. Why the long face, says the Telegraph. Village in uproar as Patrick the pony, mayor, barred from the pub. Officials from Torbay Council have decreed Patrick, recently proclaimed mayor of Cockington, Devon, is no longer allowed to visit his local. And look at him there with his own little feeding station and his little glass of Guinness. Horses like a drink, you know, and they're surprisingly tolerant to it. Anyway, this is Patrick, and I just want to show you the size of him. Here we are. His owner has to squat down to get in the same photo frame, and that pony is the size of a dog. I swear to you, my poor dear departed Rottweiler was bigger than that. And furthermore, it's a pony that has that he works as a therapy pony. They take him into hospitals. For the past 2 years he's been doing this, and obviously he loves people and gets along with them. As I say, that wouldn't happen if he wouldn't be in hospitals looking after people with mental health trouble and recovery issues if he weren't a sweetheart. And the village decided in the end to elect him mayor of the village. And he used to go to the pub, you know, to meet the locals and get down with the homies, you know, and they had a little fenced off area where he stood there and grazed a little of the garden and drank a little of the beer, obviously. And then somebody complained. Now, I want to show you this tweet because this is quite an important point. This person here, I'm going to blur out the name, I think. There are some selfish, petty people about who need to get a life. What possible harm is this doing to anyone? What a world we live in. Well, you see, this person who made that tweet or Facebook message or whatever it was has got the wrong end of the stick. Yes, there are some people who are miserable and they want everyone else to be miserable. And when they see something innocent and beautiful like that, it irks them and they want to stop it. So whoever it was complained to the council. That's not the point. You're always going to get people in that state of misery that they can't come to terms with other people enjoying themselves. The problem we have here is not that person, it's the council. Why did Torbay Council act on this? Why didn't they look at that letter and think, this is just a page full of spite, and file it in the bin? Oh no, they send their council people down there. I did say I was not going to be Mrs. Angry, didn't I? Well, this is what the council said. This is in a designated conservation area and is next to a listed building. Yeah, as if that pony's going to kick the building down. I shall continue. Calm. Don't be Mrs. Angry. Okay. Let's see, designated listed building, and we need to ensure historic areas like this are protected from unauthorised development. Do they think that there weren't horses in that pub years ago? Of course there were. That's the only mode of transport there was when that pub, well, nearly, no, there were cars around when that was built, but almost. I think it was Lutchens, so that would have been the early 20th century, wouldn't it? Okay, now, to continue. The council has not received or approved any planning application for the fencing or the change of use for horses. Not a horse, it's a pony. Officers have now raised concerns over the suitability of these unauthorised works, the potential change of use of land and the impact this has on the conservation area and nearby listed building. We've written to the landlord of the public house advising that the works are considered a breach of planning legislation. Oh, I can't stand any more of that. I'll just read you my poem. Should I? Okay. And this poem is called A Mayor Called Patrick. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I shall begin. There is a town in Devon that struck a most dramatic endorsement for the rights of beasts to elect a mayor called Patrick. I have to add that Patrick is a mayor and not a mare, although he's probably missing one or two accoutrements down there. So Patrick is a gelding, and although some might gainsay, I reckon it's a canny choice to have a mare who's paid in hay. He'd meet the people at the pub and chill out in the garden until the council got involved, intoning council jargon. They said the pub would have to get official recognition of change of use as pasture, and they hadn't got permission. Now, I have my suspicions that the council at Torbay was not that fussed about the use, no matter what they say. My theory is they must have been thrown into some dismay. Where would they be if everyone got a mare they paid in hay? All right, the end. I am Granniopteryx. I am to be found on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I am also on @Granniopteryx on Twitter, Gab and Parler. And I will let you know when I've uploaded a video on one of those, so please subscribe to one of them. And also make sure of your subscription, especially on YouTube, because YouTube has a habit of dropping subscriptions, so click that bell. And please like this and share it, and like, subscribe, share and contribute to the channel if you can. Believe me, I'm grateful for every penny because YouTube don't pay very much. Right, I think that's it. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.